A very snoozy market today on this Friday after ripping new local highs on the overnight session. Market went into full chop mode. Grabbed 2 trades. I mean, I honestly executed both trades just how I wanted to. The second trade, I wish I would have held longer, but you know, that's the way it goes. But yeah, we're going to go and recap those trades right now. Don't forget, you can watch these live streams happen live every day, 8:20 a.m. Central Time on my main channel, Trades by Matt. And last but not least, you can grab the best discount possible on Apex Trader Funding using code TBM. You can go to tbm.gg/apex as well. Let's go ahead and dive into the recap. Yo, good morning. How are we doing? I hope you brought your Friday energy, because I did. I believe that's an official little all-time high, right? First one in like 2.5 years, baby. If you saw my post, the challenge account that I'm trading right now will now be referred to as the Sugma challenge. So whenever I say the Sugma account, you know what I'm talking about. The Sugma account is currently sitting at I made it back all upstream. The meme continues. I was at 2 strikes out of the 3 strikes that I'm out. If you saw it in Discord, I posted it. Ended up having the second best day on the account yesterday after a pretty terrible morning. Just kind of shows the you know, patience and the pickiness that can come from having 2 immediate losers. I was very patient, very picky, and the trades played out, and we had good movement for it. So the account, the Sugma account, is now at $92,000 of profit. So that's 92%. $10,000 initial, now at 19,200. So 92% on the account. We ended up making like $1,600 yesterday after being down 50 points. Pretty excited about that, honestly. I'm still on 1 contract margins here, but not for long, because the 97.50, I believe, is the 1 contract margin for the NQ. So I'm like $300 off, 250, $300 off from trading a second contract, or having the option to trade a second contract, which is kind of cool. Everything is rocking and rolling, man. Today's the last day for 80% off with the 1 day to pass. All you gotta do is put in code TBM and it will be auto applied on any of the accounts that you pick. It's gonna be a great day, guys. We do have some news. I'll get 30 seconds to cover the news here real quick. We got home sales and Michigan sentiment at 9 o'clock. And then we got some Fed talking at 10:15 and noon. Overall, though, nice rippy play on the overnight session. We finally cleared those wicks. We finally cleared the local high. And now we got a little M forming with a double top pushing into VWAP into the open. So exciting stuff there as well. Markets are opening right now. Good luck. Be smart, be patient. Let's have a day. Wow, look at that wick. Epic. What a big drop in oil. Let's look. That was a nice drop in oil. 40 ticks. Not terrible. We got VWAP coming up. And IBL at 09. Kind of interesting. Maybe I get filled here. I think I get filled here. Oh my god. How many times are they going to stop 19? How am I the ultimate market jinx? I don't get it. I literally don't understand how, why do I have to jinx the market like that? I don't get it. I don't get it. Oh, sick. Sick. Oh, so sick. Hell yeah. I love trading. Please give us the IB. Please give us IB. Should I have cut my order there? Maybe, but I don't feel great about that. Like, whenever I missed it by a tick, typically feels like we run it a lot harder than after that. Sellers still looking all right. A little bit of buyers. I'm just gonna go ahead and get in here. We're right around IB. I mean, something like that would be super sick. Little sweep. kicking up off of it. We got to 18. A little bit of buyer still messing around here. Nothing crazy. We got initial balance. Candle just opened up. Initial balance at 32. That would be the local high for the first hour. A little bit of juice still higher into the 50s. Overnight highs, right? That little double top situation going on over here. Oh, almost a double top. Not quite though. A little bit of buyer still trying to mess around. We'll see if it's going to be enough. We cracked 220. Should be a nice little rotation, I think. Still can't do it though. You can see the little channel that we're holding right here on the range chart. Pretty clean little channel. A little bit of sellers still trying to come in. Testing 20, kind of snapping that channel a little bit. Coming right back in. I mean, the 20 to 80 rotation would just be juicy. Let's be real. Test the value area high. Trying to kick back up into 20s from that little test. Value area high held so far. Nice snap back up. A little bit of buyers here, obviously. We probably pushed that high. Little double top there. Just barely swept the high just then. Again, still kind of inkling might be a good word there into initial balance high. That was a decent candle. That was like the most exciting candle we've had in a while. 13 to 31, 15 points. If we pop above initial balance, come back down, retrade it, that would probably be a long entry potentially into, you know, new highs on the session, 300 potentially. But while we're chopping, initial balance is just kind of range high typically. Play it accordingly. But this is why I've just been patient. It's because it's like right now it's what I would call like a cheap trade, right? Where everything is pretty established right around here. Way better than getting in at 200, right? Trying to play a directional trade at 200 like we were talking about right around VWAP and stuff. It's like 200 VWAP, great like my god, great profit taking spot. But to get into a directional trade at 200 right in the middle, don't diddle in the middle, right? Getting into a directional trade there is very challenging. So it makes a little bit more sense to like execute maybe a take profit there or whatever. But, and if we, you know, if you got long at VWAP, great. If you got short at VWAP, you're feeling pain. Just being patient and waiting for an hour and a half or whatever it was in order to be able to find a little bit of direction is typically, you know, or wait for a cheaper trade is typically better. Granted, I'm only up, what, 6 points right now? 120 bucks if I killed the trade right now. After waiting for an hour and 30 minutes, hour 20 minutes. Could be worse. Could be better. I would like to see us close out heavy though, right? I'd like to see, I mean, we got 3 seconds. I'd like a heavy close. That's pretty decent, honestly. And then open and push would be really nice. Open and push lower. Yep, just like that. And now I want to see VWAP trade ideally with some more sellers coming through. At least point of control 05, but VWAP and 200 make a lot of sense. But really, I want to see that 20 to 80 rotation, which we see all the time. Oh, trying to flip it. A little bit of buyers, maybe. Coming back up to retrade. Basically, my entry 26. Prior open is fine as well. I'm up 10 points or so on this trade right now. I'm up 6 points on the trade. Up 5 points. Up 0 points. Just made 2K on that trade. Nice, dude. GG's. Add to the winner? No, I literally can't on this account. I don't have enough juice. I need like another like couple $100 in order to be able to even add a second contract. Oh, you're making another statement. I see. Do you dream dreams? And if so, what's a common thread among them lately? I do dream, but I don't know if I have a common thread among them. Yeah, that's a retest of that prior open that I was talking about almost. 26. Very close. We're just moving in slow-mo. Made 1K. I made $4. Nice. Platform is Sierra chart. Insane grind. Trade was up what? 15 points ish? Top to bottom? Maybe? Not even. Oh yeah, just at 15 points. We're just chopping the 20s, man. Chopping the 20s. Just made 3K, got my first funded account, been at it for like 7 months. Yo, congrats on the first funded account. Chat, drop a GG for Sugar Cactus. Funny name. Well, that was a great close, great open. And then we're back in the 20s. 20s is very consistent for chopping. 20s and the 80s for that matter. I would like to see us close below that prior close. I want to see us close below the open, I guess is a better way to say that. Below 16.25 is a good close in my opinion. Closing above 27 is tough. But it's really just a close above 32 that I don't want to see. Oh, how I would love a 20 to 80 rotation. I mean, same, dude. Same. Would be awesome. Be exactly what I want to see. Are there any 20 to 80 shirts? No. I don't have a lot of merch. I don't have a lot of trading shirts or anything like that. Just Scout Mafia hoodies. I got the mouse pads, the Be Smart, Be Patient mouse pads. Well, candle's closing out. Closing out. Kind of mid. Delta's going sideways. Price is going sideways. Right at the 10 o'clock hour. Market makers, I'm about to end the stream. Even though chat knows. Chat knows what's up. I'm staying till noon. But, you know, for the end of stream dump, I'm about to end the stream, right? A little bit of buyers as we're trying to push initial balance here. Maybe we get an end of stream pump. Back above initial balance slightly. We ran that local high of the session, which is initial balance, which was a double top. We ran that. We're trying to come back inside it right now. Obviously, we're going to have buyers there on that push. Lots of stops there. Buy market stops executing, right? Easy short spot. Now we come back down, retest initial balance. This is where it gets a little tricky because that's not a clean enough break to want to like kill and rebuy there. But we do have some size into the 50s. Liquidity being higher. Question is, are we going for it now or are we going to continue to chop a little bit before we go for it? Tough spot. Back inside initial balance. Liquidity looks like it got almost pulled. This is still kind of there, but not much. All right, little sweep of the highs. Candle's looking a little heavy. You have no stop loss? I do have a stop, but it's basically, how do we react above initial balance? Right now we swept back above. And looking kind of heavy. We'll see if it holds. We've seen plenty of times where we get almost ready to flip and then it pushes all the way back up, right? Happens all the time, but we'll see if this flips red and then goes and trades 17, 16, right? There's a 16 trade. 16 and a half traded, I guess, at prior open, right? It's a good spot. Makes a lot of sense. Go back down and retrade 16 and a half and we should sweep a lot lower. But it's a good bounce. Good bounce spot. Call it that. Good bounce spot. A little bit of buyers trying to push back through too. We got this candle closes in 50 seconds. So we'll see how this candle closes out from a structure perspective on this 5-minute chart. I think it should be pretty telling. Candle's been, we've been in this trade for like 15 minutes, something like that, 20 minutes. Kind of a while. But just kind of waiting to see what happens up near these highs. We swept the highs. We came back inside the range. We'll see if we stay in the range or if we push new highs, right? It's the only two options. If we stay in the range, we're looking for the 80s, which is where my target is right now. If we fail to stay in the range, then looking at overnight high sweeps. If this, then that, right? Candle's closing out right now. We got some buyers trying to step in here, so we'll see if they push it. I mean, 1 minute doji as well. They might be trying to push this a little bit. Break the prior low on the doji. I'm not going to be as concerned, but okay. Not as concerned. This little buying going on right here was what I was a little bit concerned about, but we're still holding the 20s as of right now. Just a lot of hyper analyzation for price action that is literally doing nothing. Something that I have to remind myself a lot when we're in these situations. It's like we're all watching, like aggressively watching the screens, and it's like price is literally going 5 to 10 points, if that. We're in the 20s. We're in the chop zone of magical 20s, right? Magical 20s, magical 80s. Both beautiful areas of bouncing back and forth, but also massive chop zones between the two of them. Break 08, be the prior low. We sweep 200 if we break 08. Can't do it yet. Trading 13s. And still chopping. What is buyers doing? Yeah, we got some sellers there, so that's good. Decent block, 115 down there. But we're still chopping 90s, man. Or 19s, excuse me. Chopping 20s. The sweep above initial balance and back inside, though, is pretty good. I like that type of setup. It's just about waiting. Waiting. Oh, wow. Shocker. Guess where we are. I mean, that was a 10-point kick. 12 to 24. Yes, it is AK Fiction. It's the last day for it. Oh, we're going to sweep IB again? Kind of weird. Again, getting to hyperanalyze 10 points of movement. I love it. This is top of the hour, by the way, also. Okay, here's initial balance again. This is now entering the area of like, we might be going for that 40s, 50s overnight highs range, potentially. Obviously, for me, structure still remains the same, right? Nothing changes yet, but we might be going for it. Delta's still looking not great. It's a 15-point bounce or whatever. Maybe 20-point bounce off of 14 to 34. Yeah, it's 20 points. That's not bad. Kind of good. In 2 candles. Elevator up, staircase down. How often does that happen? Not terribly often. What trading software do you use? I use the chart. Everything of interest that you probably care about and want to know is in the description of the video. You thought about it ahead of time. What's the ES doing? ES is kind of hanging out also, right around initial balance as well. Still has a little bit of liquidity higher as well, but coming back inside initial balance. Crude oil swept VWAP and IB low. Got back inside balance, so makes sense for the rotation back up. Got a little wick test at play that just popped up. The NQ closed above or closed at it, I guess. Closed at initial balance. Quick 6-point pop. Delta's going kind of sideways. I mean, we probably pop these highs right here, right? Yeah. Quick little pop of the high. We still got the liquidity higher. I'm gonna go ahead and take this off. I'm down 20 points. It's unfortunate, but it's I don't really have too much to say about it, to be honest. Down 20 points, it's just a slow grind higher. Rolly on the 1 minute. I mean, I hate to be this guy. It almost looks like a flag on the 1 minute, no? Get excited, everybody. Here we go. Did I do it right? Did I do it right this time? That YouTube short is still going absolutely nutty of me failing at my lines. Did I do it right? It's supposed to go up though, right? This like this little flag is supposed to mean it goes up. I don't get why it's not doing that. Okay, actually though, I'm interested in initial balance. Come on, fill me. Fill me. Fill me. Dude, it is one of those days. It is one of those days. It's one of those days. Please don't say it like that. Okay, that's valid, honestly. That is a pause moment. It's a little sus. I think it's one of those days, though. Are you catching a falling knife with that limit order? If you want a good entry today, just put it 2 points above Matt's limit order. Yeah, you're not wrong. There's the 2 points above my entry. This is a joke, right? It's actually a joke. It's a joke. There we go. Nice. I'm filled. I'm long one. Off initial balance. Sick. I actually got a fill. Oh, the delta's kind of heavy. But I actually got a fill. You love to see it. Trying to get back inside the range. Just an instant nuke into VWAP. Maybe. Yeah, all this filled comments just need to like a slight like pause, please. Alrighty. Blue line algo. Strong. All right, new 5 minute candles opened up. We're above initial balance. Need a little bit of buyers here, but overall, it's a good spot for a kick. Good spot for a kick up. Oh, slap. Little initial balance test again. Should have hopped on CL. Damn, let me see what crude oil is doing. Yeah, nice dumps. Nice dumps with a rounded out 1 minute chart here too. With a push out. It's pretty clean. Not you ever consider gold? I think I've traded it like two times in my life. Both times were terrible. I'm not interested in trading gold. It ain't for me. Probably gonna call it a day, says someone. Dutch hybrid, yeah. Don't blame ya. Pretty mellow price action so far. Couldn't even get to 80. Weak. Brother goes, close. It will touch the moving average. What moving average is it going to touch? Is it going to touch it softly or hardly? Is it the 69 moving average? Probably. The 420 moving average? Ah, of course. Of course! How could I forget? I'm so tempted to pull this up into the overnight highs. I'm going to. Let's see what happens, yeah? So I got some buyers trying to step up. New candle just opened up. Defended IB. Not really interested in another IB test, to be honest. Take my 80 bucks. Ran up to 200. Oh, I want so much more out of this price action than I should be wanting out of it. Just straight up.